Hello everyone, today in this chapter we are going to discuss about class 6 chapter number 8 light, shadow and reflection. In this chapter we are going to cover some topics that are light, what is light, source of light, what is shadow, what is reflection, luminous object and different kinds of object. So let's start. So these are some points which we are going to discuss in this class. So first we will discuss what is a light. Light is a very important thing in human's life which enables us to see anything in a dark room or any darker place. Light is very important to see any object or observe any object. Okay. What are the source of light? So what is the source of light? Source of light is the sun, tube light, the bulb, which are the source. They are the source of light from which we can see. The moon, the sun give us the source. These are the some source of lights. Like sun is the main source of the light. So what is the shadow? When an opaque object, like this is an opaque object, when this object comes in a path of light, it forms a shadow. When you were walking on street at night, you can see your shadow clearly forming on the streets. So when you comes in a path of a light, and street is an opaque object, so when you comes in a path of light, the shadow is formed. So what is the reflection? So reflection is a phenomena where the light, where the image bounce and come back. So in this phenomena is known as reflection. Like the example of when you see you in the mirror, you can see clearly your reflection. This is known as reflection. So what is luminous object? What is the luminous object? So the object which has its own light, emit or its own light, like bulb have its own light, it gives its own light. Okay, so this is known as bulb or sun. They are known as luminous object. Okay, clear? So different kinds of object. In different kinds of object where we are mainly three kinds of object: opaque, transparent, translucent. So what is opaque object? The object through which we cannot see, like this, the board is an opaque object through which we cannot see. These are called as opaque object. Example, wall. And what is the transparent object? So transparent objects are that from which we can clearly see through it. Like from windows, we can see clearly through it. So example of transparent are also glass. Glass made objects are examples of transparent. What is translucent? So translucents are that object from which we can see through it but not clearly. We can see through it faintly, like some examples are butter paper, through which we can see but not clearly. Like you can see that when you see from the butter paper, you can see but not that clearly what is happening in the other side. From opaque you cannot see anything through it. From transparent you can see everything clearly, and from translucent you can see but not very clearly. Okay. So this was from my side. If you have any doubt, you can ask me.
I have a doubt.
Yes.
What is shadow?
So shadow is when an opaque object that I have explained. Then opaque object comes in a path of light, means this is an opaque object. When I will flash a light on it, the shadow will be formed of the light or you and all the things that are present. So here will be like, here you can see my hand's shadow are forming on the board. So this is known as shadow. Other doubt? Clear?
I have a doubt. What is luminous object?
Luminous object that give its own light, that tube light give its own light. We did not give them a light now. So this is known as luminous object. That sun have its own light, it give us a light and it has its own light. So this is luminous object. Yes.
What is light and sources of light?
So what is light? Light is a very important source from which humans are able to see. Okay. With the help of light we can see. Without light we cannot see anything in dark.
Sources of light?
Sources of light are that which light in tube light. Tube light is a source of light. Sun, which gives us its bright light. So that is a source of light. Okay.
And what is reflection?
Reflection, that is a phenomena when you can see your image is bouncing to you and you can see the reflection clearly on the mirror. When you will see you in the mirror, you can see that your reflection you can see clearly on your mirror. Clear? Okay. So
and also mirror?
yeah, mirror is an example of reflection. When you stand in front of mirror, so this is an example of reflection. Okay, so now I'll ask you some question. So Avni, can you tell me what is transparent object?
We can see like a window and glass
Can we see through it clearly or faintly?
clearly.
Clearly. Very good. Okay, thank you. Sit down. Tell me what is translucent objects?
Translucent object see but not clearly.
Okay. Example of translucent?
Butter paper, tinted glass, etc.
Yes. Good. Thank you.
What is tinted glass?
Tell her. Tinted glass means through which you can see but not clearly. Like tinted glass means it is a form of a translucent object. Tinted glass are the things that you can, from which you can see. These are form of glass which you can see but not the most clearly. So these are known as tinted glass. Thank you.